feet. And feel it as it rises up through your legs, up through your thighs, lifting up towards your chest, taking the shoulders back and down. Breathe. Now keep lengthening the knuckles towards the floor. Taking the back armpit towards the front armpit. Lifting the sternum up as the knuckles go down. Take another breath and then look up. Lift from the middle sternum bone up. Look up. Breathe. 2, 1. Look back forward. Switch the clasp of your hands. Whichever hand was on top, switch. Take those knuckles towards the floor, opening the chest. Back of the armpit towards the front of the armpit. Sternum lifting, look up. Keep the thighs engaged. Don't let your legs be dull. Keep them intelligent. That's part of yoga, is the intelligence of the body. Take the knuckles down and lift the sternum up. Look up and back. 2, and 1. Look back forward and release your hands. Come back hip width distance. Take a breath, lift your arms. Press into your feet, Urdhva Hastasana, and reach your hands away from your wrists. And your wrists away from your forearms. And your forearms away from your armpits. You can tell when one arm is tighter than the other, you can see one hand is easier to reach than the other. So if you can look in the camera, look at yourself and look at your hands. And see that when you're pressing into your feet, that your hands are moving equal distance away from each other and the feet. And so they're even. Reach, lengthen, look up, reach back. Keep the thighs lifted, look up. 2, 1. Now come back forward, look at your fingers, follow your fingers and bring your hands down to the floor. Look at your fingers, keep looking at them as you raise them back up to the ceiling. Keep looking at them, we're gonna do about 3 or 4 times. Keep watching your fingers as you fold. Watch your fingers. Bring your hands down. Inhale, bring the hands back up. Up, look at your hands. Reach back now, look back. Look at the hands. Exhale, fold forward, look at your fingers. Inhale, come back up. Bring the hands to heart center. Now, keeping the hands together. Have the heels of your hands and all of your fingers touching. And then press. Straighten your arms above your head. Now, if it feels like your head's caught, well, because it probably is, bring the head forward so it's in front of the arms. But keep reaching the fingers away from you. And keep the heels of your hands together. And breathe. Now, you're going to inhale, lift the sternum like you were doing in Urdhva Hastasana. Look up. And then exhale, fold forward and bring your fingers onto the floor in front of your feet. Press into the feet, keep the thighs engaged and lifted. Now look past your fingers. Take your fingers where you're looking now. Lengthen. Feel the sides of your ribs lengthen. Breathe. Take another breath, look past your thumbs. Take your fingers there. Take another breath, now let your head come down. Breathe. 2, and 1. Bring your hands to your hips. Now before you come up, lift your upper arm bones and shoulders up to make the shoulders broad and wide. Take another breath and come up. All right, now take your left foot and make the left edge of your foot parallel with the side of the mat. And step your right foot forward. Now, keeping the foot as it is, turn your torso towards your front leg. When that happens, the back edge of your foot tends to rise up. So press the outer edge of your back foot down. Keep it there as you bring your shoulder forward. Breathe. Now, take your hands to your tailbone and tuck it under as the sternum lifts. Lift the chest, arm bones rolling back, sternum lifting up. Breathe. 2, 1. Look back forward, switch the clasp, and switch your, switch your clasp, switch your feet. So remember, this back foot is parallel with the back side of the mat. The entire torso will turn. That back outer edge of the foot wants to lift, so press it back. Do you see what happens to the leg when you push that outer foot down? Keep it there, but then turn the hip back. Bring the hands back behind you. Take the tailbone down as the sternum lifts. Both shoulders wide. Look up. Hold and breathe. 2, and 1. Look back forward. Turn back. Bring your feet together. You doing okay? Mm-hmm. All right. Now step your left foot back again. Just the way you had it a minute ago for Parsvottanasana. Step your right foot back forward. Turn your torso back towards that front leg. Press the outer edge of that foot down. So remember, we work from the base up. That line of energy. Mm-hmm. Breathe. Now, bring your hands behind you and reach them back and away from you. As you reach them back, make your chest lift. Keep the shoulders moving back and down. Look up. Hold it and breathe. Keeping those biceps in towards each other. As you look up, fold forward. Keep your right hip back. Fold. Forward. Bring those arm bones towards each other. Come down more, Amanda. There you go. Shoulders back. 3, 2, 1. Come back up. Switch your feet. Release your hands. So remember, so now the back foot is going to be parallel with the back of the mat. We've changed it a little bit. There you go. Now turn your left leg out and step that foot forward. Bring your hands behind you. Have the biceps towards each other. Amanda, take that left shoulder back more. There you go. Take a breath. Inhale. Press it into your feet. Lift your sternum. Lift your chest. Look up. Take a breath. Exhale. Keep pressing into that front foot. Fold forward. But you're going to fold. Now those biceps are coming in towards each other. And then lift. And then lengthen from your sternum to the top of your head. And breathe. 2, and 1, and come back up. Switch legs. All right, so this back foot is parallel with the back side of that mat. The other foot is forward. You want to be like 3.5 feet. Turn the torso towards that front leg. Keep this thing up. Turn the torso towards that front leg. Bring your hands back behind you. Now clasp your hands together. Keep your elbows bent. Keep pressing into the front foot so the hip stays back, and press the outer edge of that foot down. So inner ankle bone to outer ankle bone. I said that a lot on Wednesday, no? So keeping the elbows up and wide. Pressing into that foot, take the tailbone down, lift the chest. Both shoulders wide, left shoulder stays back, look up. Keep the chest open as you fold forward. That hip moves back, fold. That hip stays back, fold. Now, lengthen from your waist to the top of your head. Now, take the elbows down, but what about these? They need to lift up. So arms, upper arms, up and back. Look up. Breathe. Outer edge of your back foot down. 2. Keep lengthening. And 1. Inhale. Come up. Switch legs. Outer edge of that back foot down. Turn your torso. Press into your front foot, that hip moves back. Elbows wide. Catch your hands. Keep pressing the outer edge of that back foot down. Look up. Now keep pressing your front foot down as you fold. That hip stays back. Keep your shoulders even. Now, let's look at those upper arm bones. Front leg straight. All right, Amanda, bring your right shoulder more towards me. Right shoulder. There you go. Good. Now look up. Hold it. Smile. 3, 2. All that energy. 1. Inhale. Come back up. Step both feet forward. All right, so now you're going to come to the back of your mat again. So you're going to have the option to either step forward into the pose or to come down onto the floor and then step forward. So your hands will be on your hips. One foot is back, parallel. The other foot steps forward. Actually, it's not parallel. Heel is up. Knee comes down, and then you untuck that toe. So it's a step forward, the knee comes down, untuck the toe. Press into the hands, shoulders are back. Both of them are wide as you come forward. Now we've been talking about tucking the tailbone. So the hip stays back, take your hands towards that tailbone and tuck it under. You can even clasp your wrist. Pull down, open the sternum, open the chest, look up. Hold it and breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Look back forward. Tuck your toe, come up. Switch legs. So you're going to take a breath. Step forward. That knee comes down. Untuck the toe. Bring your hand to your tailbone. And come up. All right, and the knee is coming in more towards the midline, you guys, both of you. Bring the knee in just a little bit. Good. Now, Amanda, straighten your arms as you take your knuckles towards the floor. Yeah, 2. And no, it's a lot. And 1, it's even more nerve-wracking when your teacher's just standing there looking at you. All right, look back forward and come up. You can release your hands. All right, now we're gonna go into Ardha Uttanasana, half intent stretch. So you can have your feet hip width distance for beginners. For intermediates or advanced, you can bring your feet together. So pressing into the feet, tops of the thighs move back. So hit the tops of the thighs back. Not just the knees, but the thighs as well. Pull the ribs in, shoulders are back. Hands on the hips, elbows wide, shoulders wide. Inhale, look up. Lift the chest the way you did earlier in the last pose. In Parsvattanasana, now fold forward. Keeping that sternum lifted, looking forward, reach down, grab your big toes. Bring your hips forward. Roll your biceps out. Now keep your hips lifting. Lift the buttocks up towards the waist. Keep pressing the toes into the fingers. Roll the biceps out and look forward. We want to concave back. We don't want this to be rounded. We want this to come in. Sternum lifts. Breathe. Smile. Feel that energy, the energy that you started with in the beginning of class. Do you still have it? Is it better? Do you have more energy now than you did when you started? Breathe. Lengthen. 2. Take another breath. Bend the elbows and pull. So you feel the side ribs get wider, longer. There's more space. Let the head come down. Keep the shoulders wide. Breathe. 2. And 1. Straighten your arms, look forward. Roll the biceps out. Keep the shoulders wide. Bring your hands onto your hips. Inhale, come up. All right, we're going to do it again, except this time, you're going to catch your ankles. So the elbows are wide, shoulders wide. Sternum is lifting from the feet up through the quadriceps. The energy is flowing. It's coursing. It's lifting you up. Look up. And then fold forward. Keep the sternum lifted. So you're leading from here, not from here. Keep all of the body as people in India call it intelligized. Now catch your ankles. Look up. Pull. Make that concave back. As much as you can. Look up. Keep the shoulders wide. Sternum moving forward. Don't let the sides of the ribs collapse in this pose. Keep it. Take another breath. Pull up on the ankles. Fold. Pull. Feel your spine lengthen. Feel your head move towards the floor. Breathe. Bring your hands to the floor and come into downward facing dog. Fingers wide. Feet hip width distance. Heels moving towards the floor. Press into the hands. Roll the biceps out. Shoulder blades in. Head moving down. Hold it and breathe. Keep those sit bones lifting. Child pose. Knees apart, feet together. All right, come back up. Amanda, do you have an Iyengar chair?
Yes, I do.
Okay, will you grab it, please? All right, so you're going to take the chair to the wall. Amanda, grab 2 blocks. And they're going to go at the wall. All right, so first things first, we're going to step into the chair. All right, now from here, slide forward so just the tops of the shoulders are at the edge of the chair. Keep your knees bent. Press your forearms into the tops of the chair and then coil your chest over as the shoulder blades, the very edge of the shoulder blades for a woman's bra strap would be, hook at the base of the chair, at the seat of the chair. With the knees bent, just bend your elbows out to the side. And then you can even just lengthen the back of your neck just a little bit. And breathe. And 2. All right, now take another breath, and you can maybe even reach your arms back and away from you. Keeping the knees bent, reach your hands away from you. And then look at your thumbs. Hold and breathe. 2 and 1. Bring your hands back. Press into the backs of the chair and come up. Whew. Stay here for a breath. We're going again. All right, slide back through. Tops of the shoulders at the edge of the chair. Coil the chest over. Now you have the option to just stay here. If this is too much or it's just enough, stay here. If not, you'll take your hands through the chair. Palms facing each other and then turn them out so that the thumbs are pointing towards the floor. Catch the back of the chair. Now you can take your feet onto those blocks, Amanda. Press into the wall and straighten the legs. Or if you're more advanced, just press your feet to the floor and the wall. Catch the back of the chair and pull. Lengthen the back of your neck. Hold and breathe. All right, bend your knees back. Bring your arms back up. Press into the backs of the arms. And come up. Stay here and breathe. Now keep your right forearm on your chair. Take your left hand behind you. Catch the seat. Press into the seat, lift the chest, lift the sternum, and make this lower back come in. Pretend I'm there and I've got my fist and I'm pushing into that tailbone, lifting the back up, or even do it to yourself. Then push down on the chair and lift even further and then turn. Turn, keep the knees where they are so one knee isn't more forward than the other, so they're even. Lift and twist. Lift and twist. Lift and twist. Lower belly, middle belly, upper chest. Look back. Keep your shoulders over your hips. Now look forward. Keep your shoulders where they are. But make your head turn independently of your body. And release. Switch sides. So the other arm goes on the top of the chair. And another arm comes behind. So inhale to lift. Press into the top of the chair. Keep the sternum lifted and turn. Turn. Keep your knees even. Turn. Lower belly. Middle belly. Upper chest. Turn. Turns are great after back bends. Shoulders wide. Look back. Now look forward. Breathe. Keep that energy. Is your energy level lifting? Is it dropping? Is your mind going somewhere else? 2 and 1. So I'm reading a book. Come out of the chair. It's called The Energy Best. And in one of the quotes, it says, the energy that you put out is the energy you get back. Because there's always somebody that's always complaining. Everything bad always happens to them. Nothing ever goes right. And they're always whining and complaining of all the things that are going wrong. Instead of focusing on the things that are positive and expecting and knowing that the positive things are going to change my bus because I'm the driver of that bus. That's another part of it. All right, so now you're going to have your feet, the toes are on the floor, and then the heels are on the chair. Be at least an arm's distance away from the wall or even more. And you're going to hold on to the sides of the chair. Shoulder blades are just right where the bra strap would be when you were upside down. In Dripada. That was Dripada Viparita Dandasana. So I'm going to press into the chair, lift my hips. Come up. Elbows are in. Take my hands to the wall and then walk them down. And then press into my feet. Lengthen even more to take my hands further down. Breathe. 2, elbows in. And 1. Walk your hands back. Now, if you're dizzy, you can put your thumb on your forehead. A pressure point. We're going to do it again. How are you guys feeling? Good. Amanda? Give me a thumbs up. Okay.
I didn't get down very far, but okay.
That's okay. Let's do it again. I'm going to watch you. So, there you go. Now, take your hands, Amanda, towards the... Okay, go. You got it? Okay, you're too close to the wall, I think. So hold on right there. Hold your hands right there. Now lift your hips. Hold right there. Lift your hips. Right there. Yes. Now, lift your arms above your head. Good. Now go down. Yeah, now press into your feet and make your legs a little bit longer so that your hands go further. It's like your legs get straightened towards the wall. Look how much lower you're going. That's great. All you have to do is move away a little bit. 3. Nice, Yuen. 2. 1. Come back up. Woo! Good job. Woo. Hui. Hui. Breathe. 2. 1. All right, now, Amanda, you're going to turn your chair the other way. And you too. Except you're not going to use the blocks. You're going to take your hands to the floor to come into your Urdhva And Amanda, you're going to take your hands to the blocks. So the blocks are going to be here. And the chair is going to turn. All right, so we're going to step through. Now, Amanda, you might grab a strap. A strap will help you come up easier. So take that strap and shorten it so it's shoulder width. Slide through. Bend the elbows. Reach back and put your hands on those blocks. Oh, actually, have them kind of tilted. Bring your feet in. So I'm going to press into my hands and then pull the shoulders back into the sockets. I'm hooking my shoulder blades back into the spine. I'm pressing into my feet to lift my hips, and then I'll press into both and come up. Then come down, release your hands. Stay here for a breath. You can come back up or just stay here. Take a few breaths. And then bend your elbows. Reach your hands back. Let's go again. Bring the knees in, feet in, press into the hands, lift the body. Up. Breathe. Straighten your arms more. 2. And 1. And come down. Release the strap. Press into the back of the chair. And come up. All right, now come out of the chair. All right, so stand with your left foot parallel to the side of the mat. Catch your opposite knee. Now pull the knee in and up. In and up. Pull. Flex your foot. Now this hip needs to roll down. You can even take your thumb and roll it down and then pull the knee back in. Hold it. Shoulders wide. 2. And 1. Switch legs. Catch that knee. Flex your foot. Bend your elbows. Pull. Up. In. Lengthen. Now, you'll notice the hip wants to fly up. Push it back down. Keeping it low, pull the knee back in. Hold it. Breathe. 2. 1. And release. Now, beginners, you can have the chair in front of you. Now, you're going to keep your left foot where it is and straighten your right leg on that chair. That's beginners. Intermediates. You'll bend your knee, catch it, catch the toe, and then straighten your leg in front of you. So remember, you have the option to have the foot on the chair. And then even pressing into your bottom foot, lift that hip and then lift your foot off the chair. Hold it, or catch the toe. And straighten it. Now bring that shoulder back. Hold it, hip down, 2, and 1. Switch legs. Chair, heel lift, or bring your knee in, catch your toe, and straighten it. Let it breathe. 2, and 1. Bend your knee and release. Now take the chair to the wall. And turn in the opposite direction. So your left foot's going to be parallel. The right heel is going to come onto the chair. So I want my foot under my hip. And my heel on the chair. If it's too much for your heel, you can put a blanket under the heel and on the back of the chair. Now press into that bottom foot and make the quadricep lift. Reach through your right heel. Straighten the leg. Reach. Now your leg is straight. Now bring the femur, that's this big bone right here, from the knee to the hip, back towards the hip so it comes into the acetabulum socket. Now, take your hands back behind you, catch your wrist, straighten your arms and lift your chest. Hold it. Breathe, toes up. 2, 1, release. Switch legs. Now, if this part of the chair is too high, take your foot, turn the chair around and put your foot on the other side or bring it down here. Why I don't have my stuff on sound? Oh, because the tax commission was supposed to call me. They finally called me, you guys. Yay! All right, switch legs. Straighten. This hip needs to roll down and then reach out through that heel. Reach. Straighten your leg. Press into your bottom foot, lift your chest, lift your sternum, take your hand behind you, catch your other wrist. Lengthen. 3, 2, 1. Catch that knee and come down. Turn your chair back around. Then take your blocks back to the other side. You want to use a block. So you're going to have 2 options. Option number 1 is to just bend the knees, like we did in the very first part of the pose. Let your elbows go wide, or take your hands through, turn them out, and catch the chair for Dvipada. You can stay there, or we're going to take it a step further and take one leg up to the ceiling while the other leg is on the floor. So you can have blocks on the floor or have them close by you just in case you need them. If you don't need them, you can just push them off to the side. All right, now bring your left knee through the chair and take it up and over. Or keep both legs under and you'll just slide through. So slide through, bring those shoulders down. Now press into the forearms, coil over, reach your hands through, turn your palms out, catch the back of the chair. Now keep pressing into your left foot, straighten your right. Straighten the leg that's above. Reach that foot away from you the way you were doing a minute ago, and then bring that femur back into the socket. Hold it, breathe. 2. The knee that's on the floor, the knee that's down is moving in. Buttocks lifting. 2 and 1. Bend your knee. Bring your arms back up. And come up. You guys okay? Yes. All right, let's switch legs. So my teacher, Mary Orbendorfer, once said that touch brings confidence and comfort. So that's where the blocks come in. If you're hanging upside down and you're feeling all abandoned and you're just all out in space, ground yourself, put yourself on a block. Yeah? All right. Slide through. Press to that forearm. Coil over. Thread your arms underneath, turn your palms out. Straighten your top leg. Reach. Breathe. Now the knee, press to that bottom foot, that knee's rolling in, buttocks lifting. 2. And 1. Bring your arms back topside. Press into the backs of the arms. And come up. Move the chair to the side. And you're going to come down onto the floor. Amanda, grab 2 blankets. I'm going to grab 1. Now, having the blanket behind you gives height. So it enables us to twist more. All right, so you're gonna bend your right knee. And then bring the foot behind you with the knee pointed forward. The other foot will cross over and plant into the floor. Bring your left hand behind you. The opposite arm of the knee that's bent in front is the arm that will cross over. So this front foot, this big toe needs to stay down to bring the knee in and up. Lift the other arm, lift your right arm, turn. Turn and then hook on the outside of that knee. Hook, turn, go low. Let there be no light between your armpit and your knee. Now press into your hand behind you and lift your sternum. This is Ardha Matsyendrasana. So keep pressing and pull your lower back in and up, right? When we were in Uttanasana, Ardha Uttanasana, I said make that back arch, concave. Same thing here. 3, 2. Release, we're gonna switch legs. So the other knee will come forward. Leg crosses over. Foot presses into the floor. Left arm, hook it. Come low, hook, hook. Turn. Big toe down. Lengthen. Lower back is concave. Energy. Where did it go? Keep it. Let it flow from your feet to the fingers to the top of your head. Make your body lengthen. Make your spine long. 2. Remember, the energy we put out is the energy we get back. So it's whatever it is that you put into your practice. It can be used in many different ways, metaphors. Turn. Take 1 more breath. And release. All right, now it's time for shoulder stand. So get your 3 blankets, but actually, yeah, get your 3 blankets. Let's go into shoulder stand. And you're gonna take it to the wall. So the blankets are staggered. And they're about 3/4 of the way off of the mats. And then we'll fold the mat over. And bring it to the wall. Now, if you need a chair behind you, put it there for halasana. Plow pose. All right. And we're actually going to lift one leg to the chair. One leg will be lifted, one leg will go to the chair, and then we'll scissor, and then we'll come back down. If it's too much to scissor, just keep your feet on the chair. If you can take your foot to the floor, take your foot to the floor. All right, so catch the sides of the mat, take the feet to the wall. Press the feet into the wall, lift the hips. Catch your hands underneath. Roll from side to side. Now press into your toes, lift your heels. Take your hands to your back and walk them as low as you can onto your back. And come up. Press the backs of the arms into the floor and lift the body. Make the body move away from the ground. Press your hands into your back and open your chest. Roll your thighs in and reach up through your feet. Hips forward, feet back. This is Salamba Sarvangasana. All limbs supported, shoulder stand. So turn the thighs in. Turning the thighs in softens the abdomen. This is the queen of all poses. The king is headstand. Now keep your left foot reaching up towards the ceiling and bring your right foot to the chair or the floor. If you don't need the chair, move it away. And then just make your foot touch the floor and come up, like a touch and go. Touch, come up. Touch, come up. One more. Touch, come up. Switch legs. Keep the thighs rolled in. The foot that's towards the ceiling stays towards the ceiling. It doesn't move behind you. It's in line with your hip. Now take that foot to the chair. Take another breath. Stay at the chair or take your foot to the floor. If you can't reach the floor, just make your foot touch. Come back up. Even if your top foot moves, touch. Come back up. One more. Touch. Come back up. Thighs rolling in. Readjust your hands. Lift your legs back up. Reach away from you. That energy is still there. But this time it's going the opposite way, right? Usually it's the feet up. Now it's the head towards the feet. Keeping the body intelligent. Breathe. Heels back, hips forward. 2, 1. Now take both feet to the chair or the floor. Press into your feet, straighten those legs. Walk your feet away from you. Lift your hips. When you're ready, you can bring your feet back up to the chair or just take your legs back up. And take your feet to the wall. Release your hands. And come down. Whew. Reach your arms away from you. That feels so good. Now bring your shoulders to the floor. All right, it's time for Shavasana. So bend your knees. Pull over to the side. Open up your mat. You can turn off the lights. So just let the head be on the blanket. And then relax your shoulders away from your ears. And then your hands away from your arms. And just let everything fall. Relax your legs and your feet. Feel gravity as it pulls you and allows you to sink into the ground. Feel grounded. Feel at one with Earth. Feel at one with yourself. You belong here. You're supposed to be here. There's a reason for you. Everyone has a purpose. You just have to figure out what it is. And once we do, run with it. And use our powers for good and not for evil. So you just